What's going on, folks? Well, today we are going to do a little bit of a follow-up to our sod installation video. So the last video you saw, we put in a bunch of new Bermuda and we were able to get all of our fertilizer in. We were able to do all the things that we need to do to get it established. We also did a little bit of trimming around the driveway and a little bit on the sidewalks. But the one thing we didn't do was we didn't finish up any of the trimming around our flower beds. I did on my neighbor's yard just because I didn't want to kill any of her grass. I made sure I did that right away. But the flower beds I was less concerned with just because I didn't think it was really that big of a deal. It was just going to get established and I wanted to make sure that the lawn was down first. Didn't want to waste a bunch of energy since I was already tired from what I was doing, that I didn't want to waste a bunch of energy in, trimming things off. So we're going to do that today. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my water roller out. And the reason why I'm going to use the water roller is I want to make sure that everything has really good contact between the soil on the sod and the soil that was in the lawn already or in the yard already. So we're going to get that out. That thing weighs a lot. I mean, I'm guessing it's several hundred pounds when you put it in water. For those of you who don't know, a cubic meter of water is 1 ton. So when you look at this little water roller, it doesn't look like it weighs that much, but it does. You don't want to roll that thing over your foot because it's going to hurt. But anyway, I'm going to use that water roller to make sure we get everything down and compacted. Again, not compacted in the sense that, we want the dirt to not allow root growth, but we want there to be really good soil contact between the sod and the ground. And then it's also going to help with all of the seams to make those a little bit tighter. So the reason why I didn't do it right away when I was doing the sod was because everything was really dry. And if I had done it when it was dry, it would have just slid off. And I was afraid that it wouldn't have the seams very tight. So that's the thing I wanted to make sure I did. Let me show you what we're going to be doing. See, I just didn't spend any time cutting those off. So we're going to go ahead and define those. And I do have some dry grass right there, or dry sod, but I think it's going to be all right. It's still green and we're getting water on there. So we'll trim all that off. We'll also do the front flower bed there and trim that off, and then we should be good, and then we'll roll it. Part of the reason why we're going to roll is when you look at it and you step on it, it actually gives quite a bit. Let me see if I can get a better angle. So part of the reason why is when we step on it, you can kind of see it give a little bit, and now that it's nice and wet, it actually will smush the edges quite a bit more, and that should give us some really good contact between the dirt that's on the sod and the dirt that's on the ground. And I can actually feel quite a bit of bumps here. So that's kind of the plan, but we'll get to that and hopefully that'll take care of it. All right, well, it's not a perfect edge, but it gives us at least a nice little view of what it should look like on this side. Same thing here. I'm not going to do anything with the mulch until the grass has established really well. The other place was down here where I've actually, again, it's just a general outline. I do have my pop-up here for my downspout, and so I actually swapped it out. The grass that was there was a little bit on the brown side, so it had a nice healthy green piece of sod, and I decided to put that there instead, made the cutout. And then when we're able to cut it lower, I think we'll be able to take care of everything else. But this is why I want to get the roller out here, is just to really get that soil contact between the sod and the dirt. So that's our next task, and you can see it's not looking too bad. I mean, you can tell it's stressed out, but it's not terrible. All right, folks, well, that's pretty much it. We were able to get the trim done and we got the rolling done. I had to change my shirt and my hat because the humidity is brutal these last couple days. It's been hot. I probably picked the worst time to actually do all this work, but it had to get done. So I think we did a really good job of making some progress and making sure that we had really good soil-to-soil contact from the sod. I'll be honest with you, I'm a little disappointed that the grass was not cut shorter, but I totally get it. The farm is out in the middle of nowhere, and it's a very large farm. And so for them to keep it cut short, they would have to cut it like every other day, and that's just not feasible. And on top of that, they really do want to deliver green sod, so if you're scalping it all the time, you get brown, and it's just going to make people nervous. I get Bermuda, so I would have understood, but not everybody would. So I think we have done everything that we need to do. Now we're just going to wait around. I can't cut the hide cut very short because of the wetting. My wife would kill me if I did all this work to get green grass and then I scalp it and we don't get green grass in time for the wedding. So I'll be lowering the hide cut after the wedding, which is September 3rd. And until then, we'll just keep going with what we have, and I'll just cut it tall. It's sitting at about 2.5 inches right now. I'll probably try and keep it around there, but I can't mow it for at least another week or two until we start getting some root growth into the actual dirt below the sod. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if I've earned your subscription. And if you want to be notified of future videos, don't forget to hit that bell, and we will see you on the next one. Have a great week, everybody.